Hello everyone. Today I'm in the mood for some chocolate brownies and I decided to make a recipe and I decided to share this with you and show how I do it. Most of the time if I do this, if I want some kind of sweet treat, I do it very quick and I do it different all the time. I use as a base the coconut oil, which I heat up just on a hot water bath, just with water. And then today I am making this different. I've never done it this way. So I can use coconut sugar. This is this brown sugar. It smells really nice. It smells like caramel. I really like it. The only downside by using this, it doesn't melt 100%, so it always stays a little bit like grindy. So if you like that or not, and if not, you can use agave nectar instead of coconut sugar. Then I ground some hazelnuts. Yeah, hazelnuts, and for that I just use a coffee grinder, which I bought specifically for this, so I've never used it for a coffee. So there is no coffee smell, it's just for grinding herbs or nuts or whatever I need. As a flour, I use coconut flour. It's actually the same stuff as these coconuts, the desiccated coconuts, just ground very fine made into a flour. It's 100% raw, so this is just coconut, and that's fine. You can use it to make pancakes, but I admit I've tried it once and it didn't work for me, because you need eggs and you need other stuff to work, and I didn't want to use eggs, so I tried it with water, but it didn't work, so I'm not doing that. But you can use it raw, so I use it for this here. Okay, let's start. I have this coconut liquid, then I will add a little bit of this coconut sugar because I like the coconut sugar and I don't mind if it's a bit. Mix this. Usually, I would love to use cacao, raw cacao, and I have raw cacao and I always use raw cacao. But lately I realized that it stops me from sleeping, it makes me very happy in the moment, but I have the negative effects after that, so I think it is not good for me. I think I have some kind of reaction to it. I don't know if, I wouldn't say, some people say it's toxic, some say it's healthy in small amounts. I think everyone has to decide for themselves if it's good or not, how it affects you. I used to have it a lot, and I made my own chocolate with cacao, and I always buy, for example, I buy organic cacao powder, fair trade. So I did make sure I buy good cacao, but however, I'm not using it at the moment for myself, so I decided to use Carob. Or you can use half-half. You can use half Carob and half cacao, so I might do that, but I want to stay away from cacao at the moment. And one reason as well, because I used to have rosacea, and if I use cacao, my skin does not like it, so it must be some kind of toxins in it which I react to. So I decided not to have it at the moment. Okay, however, I make it with carob and add some vanilla. Okay, I've added this, coconut oil, coconut sugar. Now I add the ground hazelnut and see how this is going. A little bit first. Okay, now I have organic Mediterranean carob. I use this one. This one is not as dark. It's not as dark as the other one. So there are lots of different ones. I have Peruvian carob as well, which is lighter in color. It is almost yellow. I don't know what's the difference really. No. Then, because carob is a little bit boring, yeah, I like cacao, but so I add a little bit of vanilla essence. So the vanilla essence will make a difference in the flavor. I used to not like the carob taste or smell or flavor, so yeah. Then I have lucuma. Yeah, I don't know. It says organic, but it doesn't smell as nice as I thought it did when I used it first. Lucuma powder. It's supposed to have a caramel smell and it's sweet. It's very, very summery today. It's very nice outside. So now I add a little bit of the Peruvian carob. This is quite nice. I don't know what to talk today. I could talk a lot, but maybe I don't talk today. Add a little bit of agave, because I didn't put too much coconut sugar. So next I soaked some raisins. I soaked them and then I let them dry a little bit. So I would love to have raisins in them, and I add, because there must be something in it. If there is no cacao, then this is a small portion. You don't have to add the raisins. Yeah, I add more of these nuts. You can add coconut instead. Now I need to try. I like it. Doesn't need much more. Doesn't even need coconut. Oh, let's add some for fun. These coconuts, they are always good because I use them as filler. If I make something, I and it is too wet, or chocolates or whatever, they always soak up, because they're dried, they take up the fluid, and it's always good and it looks pretty. So it still looks a little bit wet. Now, because I already have these hazelnuts there, I put them all in, because I don't want to keep them once they're... The way you do this, you have to do it step by step and just see how much you need of what. And as long as you have enough sweetener, it doesn't matter what you add, what kind of nuts you have. I still have these walnuts. It doesn't matter. You can add coconut. Sorry. You can add coconut. You can add pecan nuts. You can use any nuts you want. And then you see how wet it is, because you want it to stick together. And once this goes in the fridge, then it will be hard. A bit more coconuts. I like the coconuts. And you can shape them as the way you like. There is no... You can just make them round, or and just eat them like that. That's all you need. And that's it. And it does taste nice. And if you want something sweet, this is guilt-free. You can have as much as you like. Just coconut oil, agave as a sweetener, coconut sugar if you want, don't have to, and then cacao powder or carob and ground nuts. And that's all you need. If you add cacao, you probably don't need the vanilla essence. And that's it. And coconut baking flour or whatever, don't have to do that because it doesn't need it. I don't have too much liquid in it, so I don't need this one. Just like flour. And you can make it yourself as well. You don't have to buy it. You can use these and use the coffee grinder and you get the same stuff. I've done it before. And carob, Peruvian carob, it's quite nice. It smells a bit different than the heavy dark one, and this is Mediterranean carob. And I have another one, the very dark one, which has that strong flavor. Okay, that's it. I will show you the picture at the end. It will go in the fridge for it, but I decide how I want to shape it. But it is, the consistency, it is quite dry. Well, dry. Yeah. You could even add a little bit more so it is even drier. Yeah, I might do that. A little bit more coconut or a few more nuts. Okay, hope you tried this and you enjoyed it, and let me know if you liked it or not. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.